Everybody, so for today's video, I thought it would be kind of a cool idea to do two different foundations that I've been loving at the moment and just kind of put them to like a test and kind of see which one is like better. I'm gonna do like a full day wear test, have them all on, and then do like check-ins, and then at the end of the day I'm gonna pick which side of my face looks better, and then that'll be like my winner because I've been loving these two foundations right now, and they're like newer foundations from Sephora. The first one is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear Foundation, and then the other one has been the new Milk Makeup Flex Foundation. And you guys, these two foundations have been my holy grails. I've just been like switching back and forth between the two, and I just want to put them to a test and kind of see which one I like better at the end of the day. I thought this would be like a super cool video idea, so without further ado, let's just get started. Alright, so I have both of the claims and stuff about both of the foundations loaded on my phone, and I'm just going to read them off to you guys. So first off, we're going to start off with the Fenty Beauty Foundation. This retails for $35 at Sephora, and you get 1.08 fluid ounces, which I think that's amazing. And it just comes with a pump, which I also really like. I love pump foundations, and especially if the packaging is so adorable. I don't know, I think it's really cute. So yes, my shade is in 190, and the foundation says that it has medium coverage and it gives a natural finish, and it says it's supposed to be a hydrating long wear foundation that delivers comfortable medium to full coverage in a natural finish, perfect for normal to dry skin. I think that the details on the foundation are right. It really does give you such a nice natural finish. It looks so great on the skin. I've been loving hydrating foundations because I have really dry skin, so if I use like a too matte of a foundation, it just doesn't look right on my skin. And very matte foundations just love to sit in my dry patches, which is why when I found out that the Fenty Beauty came out with the hydrating foundation, I was all about it, and I went to Sephora as soon as I heard that they released this. I'm super duper excited. I've been loving it. I've been wearing it since I bought it. So that is the Fenty Beauty claims, and now we're gonna head over to the Milk website. This is a foundation stick, which I really love. I've actually never used a foundation stick, believe it or not. But mine is in the shade Shell. This foundation retails for $36, and you get 10 grams, I think. Yeah, 10 grams, or 0.35 ounces. It says that it has medium coverage and that it gives a natural finish, which it does. So it says it has buildable formula that can take on anything you've got. This says that the stick formula glides on for quick, mess-free application, which I really do love that about a stick because you don't really get anything on your clothes or on your hands. You just literally rub it on your face. It says it's infused with blue lotus. I don't know if I'm saying that right. To moisturize, and chamomile, which I love chamomile, to help calm redness and soothe skin. I think that's amazing. I love everything that Milk Makeup stands for. It says it seamlessly becomes one with your skin without creasing or caking, which that's true. To elastic marshmallow root extract. The ingredient that gives candy its squishy abilities. That's super cool. But yeah, those are the claims on both of the foundations, and I think we should get started and see which foundation is better, the Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick or the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Pro Filter Foundation. Alright you guys, so off camera I just did my moisturizer on both sides of my face. I use the oil-free moisturizer for sensitive skin from Neutrogena. I love this stuff. And then I also went in with my Mario Badescu, the facial spray, and I just sprayed this all over my face to kind of prime my face a little bit more before we go in with the primer. Now, for primer, I have a Milk primer and a Fenty Beauty primer that go along with these products that I also really like. So for the Milk side, I'm going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip primer, and you guys, I love this stuff so much. I love how it gives your skin like a tacky feeling, and it makes your makeup last all day long, and it just gives you like a nice glow. I love it. And then for the Fenty side, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Soft Silk Pro Filter Hydrating Primer, which I also really love. So on this side of my face, I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup, and then on this side, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty. So let's just go in with the milk side first. I'm just gonna take a little bit since I'm only doing half of my face. And this stuff makes your face feel so tacky and like smooth. I love it. And it also gives your skin a cooling effect, which I also really love. So I'm just going to apply that. I don't really know what we're supposed to do for our nose. Like, we're just supposed to go in half. Like, what about the top? So I'm just gonna use both. Yeah, it just feels so tacky. I love it. Oh my gosh. Wipe my hands of that. And then we're gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty one. Just kind of dot this on the face. Blend that out. I'm going up a bit more for my chin. Okay. So this is what both sides of my skin are looking like. You can definitely tell the Fenty Beauty primer is a little bit more hydrating. Like, it gives me more of like a glow. But then with like the Hydro one, it just kind of looks like my skin. So I'm going to let these primers sit in for a second, and then we're going to go in with the foundations. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my Milk foundation first. Pump that stick up a little bit, and then I'm just going to put it on this side of my face. I never really know how much product to use with the stick foundation. So we're going to work with what we have, and if I want to add any more, I can. I'm going to go in with my Sonia Kashuk foundation brush, which I love this so much. And I'm going to find a mirror from somewhere and just blend this out. Also, sorry if the lighting is kind of shitty. I broke my light that I normally use for YouTube like a while ago, so I've been using like a desk light. So if it looks really bad, that's why. So I apologize in advance. I love how effortlessly this foundation blends into your skin, and it does look more natural than the Fenty Beauty one, which is one to note. Like, when you're picking a foundation, if you were looking into this one, just know that it's a more natural foundation. Its coverage can maybe be built to like medium coverage, but I do think it's like a natural to like light coverage foundation. But you can build it up to be actually really nice. So I'm going to take a little bit more, if I can get it open with one hand, and just go into like some problem areas. I also got to get down my neck because I didn't do that. Alright, so this is the Milk side. I'm trying to get it blended and not go past the other half side. Alright, so now we're going to go in with the Fenty Beauty foundation. I'm just going to pump a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm just going to dot it onto the other side of my face. And also go down our neck. And by our nose. Okay, so now I'm going to blend this out. This foundation might be a little bit darker than the other foundation, but once I use like my concealer and my powder and stuff, it'll all blend together. You probably won't even be able to tell which side is which. But yeah, this foundation has more coverage for sure than the Milk one, which is why I kind of like switch up between them if I want more like light coverage, which sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes when I'm like not in the mood to do my makeup, I do want something that's light and something that's not gonna like drag my face down, which is why I love this foundation so much, the Milk one. And it also looks more like skin. Like, I feel like with the Fenty Beauty side, you can kind of tell more that it's foundation, which obviously I don't think anyone who wears foundation is like, I don't think somebody could tell I'm wearing foundation. Like, no. But sometimes it's nice to have foundation that kind of just looks like skin and not like cakey and like foundation. So now that we have both of these sides blended out, we have the Fenty Beauty. I'm gonna have to go in with a little bit more foundation around my nose. And then we have the Milk side, which you could definitely tell on the Fenty Beauty side, it looks more dewy. And then this side kind of looks more matte. But I'm liking both sides. If I had to pick a side right now, I'd probably be leaning more towards the Fenty Beauty side only because I like the dewy foundation look a lot. And it's kind of giving me like a natural glow. Like you would think I'm wearing highlighter, but like I'm not. It's just my foundation. We've got our foundation on. So next step is concealer. And I'm going to use the same concealer on both sides just for a fair shot. And I've been using the Juvia's Place concealer. I love this concealer so much. It has such a nice coverage. It takes away the bags underneath my eyes, which is amazing. And it does not crease, which I also really love. So I'm just going to go in with this underneath my eyes. And then I'm also going to go Cupid's bow, chin, my nose, and my forehead. I'm just going to blend it out. I love that concealer. I love what it does to my skin. So we got the Milk side and then the Fenty Beauty side. Now we're going to go in with setting powder. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills translucent setting powder. Actually, it's not translucent. It's in the shade Banana. I lied. Sorry. I don't know why I thought it said translucent, but it's in the shade Banana. But I'm going to go in with the powder and just kind of set our makeup, and then we're really going to take a close look at our skin, because I feel like once you set powder you can definitely tell, because it's setting your skin, you can definitely tell which side's going to look better or which side looks better at the moment. I love this powder. It actually just makes my skin feel so nice, and it sets my makeup for the whole entire day, which I love. Alrighty, you guys. So now this is the Milk side all set, and then this is the Fenty Beauty side all set. They kind of look the same on camera, except for this side being a little bit more dewy. I'm going to take a closer look myself. Wow, both foundations look literally flawless. The only thing I do see, and I noticed this the other day when I was wearing the Fenty Beauty foundation, is it does crease into my nose. I don't know if that's because I just took a little bit more, but I put it more, like up more, because I was missing foundation on the side of my nose, so I had to fix that. But it is creasing a little bit in here, but that always happens. I feel like with foundations, they always tend to crease into my nose, so that's normal. I'm not really complaining about it. And now I gotta look at my forehead, because most of the time when I'm using a new foundation, I can tell if I'm not gonna like it, because I have really dry skin on my forehead. So foundation starts to like sit on that and you could see it. I can already tell I'm not gonna like it, and it's not doing that on either side. Both foundations are looking really amazing. I'm impressed. Wow. Honestly, they both look the same. The only thing that looks kind of different is this side's a little bit more dewy when this side looks a little bit more matte. Not complaining about that. I love a matte and a dewy foundation, but I would go more for like the dewy look nowadays because I'm just into that a lot. I don't know why, but the matte look doesn't really look right on my skin. It just looks very drying, but this side doesn't look drying. I'm just saying, like, with more matte foundations, my skin tends to look drier. I'm going to do some bronzer. I use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, which I love this, you guys. It smells like literal chocolate. I'm obsessed. So I'm just going to bronze up my face. Not too much, just a little bit. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go in with highlighter. I've been using the Milk Makeup highlighter in the shade Iced. This is such a beautiful highlighter. Can we take a minute? Like, look how beautiful this is, you guys. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this and just make our face glow, even though the Fenty Beauty side is already glowing. Like, oh, look at that highlight. Look at that highlight. So stunning. Do a Cupid's bow and a nose. And this is our highlight. So we've got the Fenty Beauty side, and then we have the Milk makeup side. Alright, so now I always, once I'm done with my foundation, my concealer, powder, everything with my face, I usually take a spray and just spray my face. I've been testing out the Becca Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. I've actually been loving this. So I just take this and spray this all over my face, and it has such a nice fine mist. I love it. And it smells amazing. I can't put my nose on what it smells like. It smells so good. But yeah, I've been trying that out as well. I've been trying out so many new makeup products. I have an addiction to Ulta and Sephora. And just testing out new makeup. I love it. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup off camera because it would be like a half an hour of a video if I did my makeup on camera. But I'm going to finish that up, and then I'm going to come back on and I'm going to tell you guys which side I'm liking more. And then we're going to do some check-ins throughout the day, and then at the end of the day I'm going to look at my skin nice and personal and close, and I'm going to pick which side I'm liking better, which side wore better, and we're going to see which side wins, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation or the Milk Flex Stick Foundation. Okay guys, so I just finished doing my makeup. We have the Fenty Beauty side, and then on this side we have the Milk makeup side. And I'm gonna get all close and personal and just kind of inspect my face and see which side we're liking better at the moment. So the Fenty Beauty side definitely looks a lot more glowy, a lot more dewy, which I really like. It doesn't look cakey at all. Like, even underneath my eyes, it looks really nice. My forehead looks good. And then we have the Milk side, which looks more matte. Of course, we have like my highlight. It's not caking up anywhere. Like, it's not caking around my nose. Like I said, the only thing that I did see is a little bit of caking on this side of my nose, which again, it happens pretty much with every foundation I use. So it's not a complaint. That's just me pointing that out. You can definitely, like, the Milk side just looks more natural, where though on this side it looks more like foundation. This side looks more like skin, which I am liking that a little bit more. So as of right now, I really like both sides. They look really good, but right now I'm leaning more towards the Milk side, but I'm loving the glow. So Fenty Beauty still is looking really, really nice. I like the way my eye makeup looks, and just my makeup looks really nice right now. The only thing is, like, on my nose here, there's like missing foundation. I don't know if I like didn't apply it on like right here, or if I like touched my nose and it rubbed off or what. But besides that, my makeup's looking really, really nice. I'm gonna check back in a couple hours. Right now it is currently 3:13. I'm gonna do some stuff around the house, and I'll just check in with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so I thought that I would give you guys a little bit of a look of my foundations in normal lighting. So on this side, we've got the Fenty Beauty foundation, and I love how luminous my skin looks on this side. And then on this side, we have the Milk makeup side, a little bit more matte, not like completely matte, but it definitely isn't as dewy as the Fenty Beauty side. I'm really liking how both of these foundations look. You really can't tell a difference right now, but in a couple hours you might be able to tell. Like, there may be some breaking down in the foundation, maybe wearing off a little bit on, I don't know which side yet, but I will do some check-ins later on in an hour or two and just show you guys how my foundation is looking then. But this is what we were looking like as of right now. All right, you guys, so time for another check-in. It is currently 6:19 right now, so my makeup has been on for a solid 3 hours now, so I feel like this is a good mark to check in and just show you guys how my foundation is looking. So on this side we have the Fenty Beauty, and then on this side we have the Milk Makeup. So we're gonna get all close and personal, and we're just gonna see what's going on here. So my chin, I kind of wore off, like my foundation just completely wore off over here. And I don't know if that's because I tend to like put my hand on my chin. My forehead is looking pretty good. My nose is looking pretty good. Like I said earlier, I still have creasing in my nose. It's not really creasing on the Milk side, but it is creasing on the Fenty Beauty side. My highlight is still popping on this side, but on this side it looks a little bit dimmer, so I'm gonna maybe touch up my highlight a little bit. Milk Makeup side looks actually pretty decent. It still looks the same as it did earlier. No caking. It's not really coming off anywhere besides my chin. On the Fenty Beauty side, it's not really coming off anywhere either, except I do see a little bit of my acne starting to peek through over here, but that's typical. I don't know. Right now, I'm really liking the Milk Makeup side a little bit more, only because on the Fenty Beauty side, it's starting to crease. I just noticed this in like my smile lines. If you guys can see that right there. Can't really notice that. And it did come off under my nose. There's no foundation there either right now. So my face is still looking pretty decent. If I had to pick a winner at the moment right now, it'd be the Milk Makeup side. I said that earlier and I'm sticking to it right now. But we'll see in a couple hours what my face is looking like. Alright, you guys, so I have Bethany here. Say hi.
Hi.
Alright, so Bethany, I'm wearing two foundations. One on one side and one on the other.
Okay.
So I want you to tell me which one looks better. This is this side.
Okay, so that's the...
And then this is the side.
I really like that side better.
Doesn't it look more dewy?
It looks so much more smoother.
Yeah.
It looks way smoother.
I feel like I'm starting to like cake up around this side. Okay, I have the Fenty Beauty foundation on this side, which I think retails for like $36. And then I have the Milk Makeup one. They're both from Sephora. And this one's like $35 on this side. So you're paying $1 more, but this side is way more dewy. I think this side is more matte, which my face tends to like cake up with drier foundations. So.
That side, I didn't notice until you pointed it out, and I could see that it was...
Yeah, I know, because if you don't really look, if you overpass it, you think I'm wearing the same foundation. But they're different.
No, it is. Now when I look at it, that one does look way smoother.
Yeah.
That's
so...
cool.
That's Bethany's opinion, what she thinks. I feel the same way. I do like both foundations though, don't get me wrong. But I'm starting to like this side a little bit better just because the side I've noticed is starting to cake up a little bit around here. So I'll update you guys later and let you guys know my final thoughts. Okay guys, so it is time for the last check-in of the night. It is currently 11:59 right now, almost midnight. So I've had this foundation on for pretty much, I had all my makeup done around 3 o'clock. So it's been 9 hours since I've had this foundation on. Well, both of these foundations on. So we're going to kind of look at my face and see what's going on here. So on the Fenty Beauty side, everything is still looking pretty good. My forehead is looking pretty cakey on the Fenty Beauty side. On the Milk side, it doesn't look as cakey, but it still is kind of cakey. And then just like my skin itself actually still looks pretty nice on the Fenty side. My highlight is still popping. My skin got a little bit more dewier on this side, and my foundation is kind of wearing off down here. It still is on like over here and up here, but on this area it did wear off. I don't know if that was because I was like sitting on the couch like this and it kind of like rubbed off. But like I said earlier, my chin and underneath my nose, my foundation is gone. And my foundation is still hanging in on the Milk Makeup side on my nose, but on the Fenty Beauty side, it's pretty much all gone. But if you look at the milk side, I don't know if you guys can tell, but on my nose it looks really cakey right now. And then it is coming off on here. It kind of is still on, but it does look kind of cakey. Then again, it's been on for 9 hours, so, and it didn't really make any claims of like lasting 12 hours or 24 hours. So if I had to pick a side that won, all day I was leaning towards the Milk makeup side. It just looks so amazing, but I really did like how luminous the Fenty Beauty side was. So like I said, these foundations are really amazing, and they're both my favorite foundations at the moment. I've just been switching back and forth, like I've said. But if I had to pick a winner, I think I'm going to go with the Fenty Beauty side. I was leaning more towards the Milk makeup side all day, but as the day went on, my skin just started looking a little bit cakier in this region on the Milk side, rather than the Fenty Beauty side. Is just so dewy and so glowy. So I do have to pick the Fenty Beauty foundation, even though I really do love the Milk foundation stick. I've been using these a ton lately, and I will continue to use them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to be getting back into YouTube. I'm going to be filming a lot more and uploading for you guys, so I really hope that you guys are excited. Thank you so much for sticking with me. It means the world if you guys are still here. I know I haven't posted in a while. I don't know if I want to make a video on like my reasoning and stuff, because it might just seem like an excuse. So, you know, there's really no point, but I am coming back, and I'm super excited because I've really missed doing this for you guys. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys really soon with the next one.